Hello, 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 everyone. Happy 2024. Wow. New year. We made it. All right. So, for those who do not know me, my name is Ramira, aka Mara the Goddess 22. You can follow me on all of my social media platforms, Mirror the Goddess 22, MARTHEGODESS, two number twos. Yes, I know it's only one D. That's how I want it to be. So a little bit about myself. I'm 29 years old, stay-at-home mom to three wonderful boys, and I rob banks legally, and I'm here to teach you how. All right. So how I do that is I go over the Candlestick Trading Bible. This is a free download. If this is your first time, you could be able to download this book on any of your internet browsers. It's free. Or if you would like to purchase, I'll be more than happy to share the information in the comments, in the section in the description below. So if this is your first time here, I definitely want to welcome you to my channel, welcome you to wherever you're watching on TikTok, on live, on whatever social media platform. Thank you for coming here. But I would like to let you know that we're a little bit ahead of you. So if this is your first time watching, I definitely suggest that you get caught up on some of the content that I've already created for you, and do your homework and train your eyes so you could be able to get caught up to where we are. We've already went over the history, candlestick patterns, market structure, which includes the support and resistance, trend lines, your range of markets. I encourage you to stop watching this video and go watch the previous ones, get caught up, do your homework, take your time. This is not a race. You don't have to rush. And then when you finally reach this, thank you for watching me those previous videos, and thank you for staying in. We're at the good stuff, where you can, know how to put some of these things together. Okay, if this is your returning time, definitely I want to thank you for coming back to my channel or wherever you are, liking, subscribing, and sharing, and getting this free knowledge. Okay, so today we are going over time frames and top down analysis. I think that's all I'll do in this video, because this is a little bit lengthy, 9 pages long, and I want you to know exactly, what to do. So before we actually start, I do want to give you guys a motivational quote. And then to all my moms out there, y'all, we made it. Holidays and Christmas, and whew, we made it. We made it. All right, so today's motivation is I'm gonna read another one, but this one that popped up says, "I wish people would come with a 30-second trailer so I could see what I'm getting myself into," and I feel that. um, I like this one. No matter how many mistakes you make or how slow you progress, you are still way ahead of everyone who isn't trying. By Tony Robbins. That is wonderful. I know y'all probably see all those social media platforms or whatever, like you know, when it be like, if you continue for 3 months or 6 months, you'll be ahead of them, and that's true. Because if you got someone who don't want to do nothing with their life in 6 months, guess what? They're gonna be stuck where they are. But if you are someone that is, trying to progress and trying to grow and trying to get to the next level, and you continue to get into that next level, or you're continuing to reach your goal, guess what? You're farther than where those other people are because you actually started to do something. You move your feet. You started to research, or wherever your path leads you. You're farther than where those people who want to be you are at. All right, so let's get into it. I am coming um, over a cold, so I still got little sniffles. So I apologize about that. But hey, we're gonna do it. All right, time frames and top down analysis. As a price action trader, your primary time frame is the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily. Price action works on bigger time frames. If you try to trade pin bars or engulfing bars on the 5 minute time frame, you will lose your money because there's a lot of noise on smaller time frames, and the market will generate a lot of false signals because of the hard battle between the bears and the bulls. Besides, there is no successful price action trader who focuses on one time frame to analyze his charts. Maybe you've heard of the term top and down analysis, which means to begin with the bigger time frames to get the big picture, and then you switch to the smaller one to decide whether to buy or to sell the market. Right, let's say you want to trade the 4 hour chart. You have to look at the weekly chart first and then the daily chart. And if the weekly and the daily charts and analysis align with the 4 hour chart, you could take your trading decision. And if you want to trade the 1 hour, you have to look at the daily chart first. This is a critical step to do as a price action trader, because this will help you to avoid low probability trading setups and will allow you to stay focused on high probability price action signals. Through our top-down analysis, we always start with the bigger time frame, and we look for to gather the following information. All right, so one is the most important support and resistance levels. These areas represent turning points in the market. If you can identify on the weekly chart, you will know what is going to happen when the price approaches these levels on the 4 hour chart. So you would decide either to buy or sell or to ignore the signals you get from the market. Okay. Two is market structure. The weekly analysis will help you identify if the market is trading up or down, or is it ranging or choppy market. In general, you will know what the big investors are doing, and you will try to find a way to follow them on the smaller time frames using my price action strategies. Right. The last candle on the weekly chart is important because it tells us what's happening during the week. And it provides us with the valuable information about the future market move. When you identify these points using the weekly chart, you can now move to the daily chart or the 4 hour chart and try to gather information such as the market condition, what the market is doing on the 4 hour time frame, what the market is doing on the 4 hour time frame. Is it trading up or down? Is it ranging or is it choppy? Okay. What are the most important key levels on the 4 hour or the daily time frame? This could be support or resistance, supply and demand areas, trend lines. We haven't talked about supply and demand areas, but we've at least talked about support and resistance and trend lines. Okay. And price action signal. A candlestick patterns that will provide you with the with a signal to buy or short the market. This could be a pin bar, an engulfing bar, or an inside bar. Let me give you an example to help you understand why is it important to adopt the top down analysis concept in your trading method, and what is going to happen if you don't look at the bigger picture. Oh, if you don't look at the bigger picture. If you don't look at the bigger time frame, where I'm talking about the bigger picture, what is going to happen if you don't look at the bigger time frame before switching to your primary chart? It says look at the illustration below. All right. Sorry. All right, as you can see in the weekly chart above, we have gathered two important points that will help us decide what to do in a daily time frame. The first point is that the market approaches to an important weekly resistance level that will represent a hot point in the market. All right. The second information is the rejection from the key resistance level. As you can see, the price was rejected immediately when it approaches this level. This indicates that the sellers are there. This indicates that there are sellers there and they are willing to short the market. What confirms our analysis is the formation of the inside bar false breakout patterns that indicates a reversal. Now, let's switch to the daily time frame to see what is going on in the market. All right, so right now we at the weekly time on this page. On this example, we're in the weekly time frame. All right, so now we're moving over to the daily time frame. It says on the daily chart, you will have a clear pin bar candlestick pattern that indicates a bullish signal. Okay, if you focus just on one time frame to make your trading decision, you will buy the market because there is a clear pin bar signal. But if we analyze the weekly chart, you will have known that there is a very powerful key level that will stop the market from going up. Okay, so it's better to think of selling a market if there is a clear signal rather than to buy it. Okay, look what happened next. All right, as you can see, the top-down analysis works. The pin bar candlestick signal didn't work because the weekly resistance level was a powerful turning point that reversed the market direction. If you want to trade price action based on one time frame, I highly recommend you to stop trading because you will end up losing your entire trading account and you will never become a successful trader. Trading counter trends is very profitable as well, but without the top down analysis, you will put yourself in troubles. Let me give you an example to show how you can trade counter trends using the price action trading setups in combination with the top down analysis concept. So, trading the counter trends. So, like, say for instance, we are buying, but we do see a selling opportunity. So, that's what he's going to talk about now. All right. It says, as you can see in the chart above, prices are at a weekly resistance levels. Buyers were rejected twice from this level, which indicates that the market is at a hot point and is likely to reverse. What you can do as a price action trader is to switch the daily time frame to look for a selling opportunity. If you can find a price action setup near the weekly resistance level or the daily time frame, this is going to be a high probability setup to take into consideration. See the example. All right, the daily chart above confirms our weekly analysis. As you can see, there is a clear bearish signal near the weekly resistance level. The pin bar was rejected from that level, and there is also the formation of an inside bar false breakout. The inside bar, remember, guys, is that Harabi is the bearish version of the Harabi. All right, this is a clear indication of a trend change. See what happened next. Boom. All right. It says the example above shows that the counter trend works. If it is well mastered, it is a contrarian approach that requires experience. So if you are a beginner, I highly recommend you stay with the trend. Try to practice as much as you can as much as you can the top down analysis concept with the trend. And when you master trading with the trend, you could then move to trading high probability counter trend setups. There are many approaches used to the time the market turns and plan trades. And most of these approaches lead to greater confusion and lack of confidence in results. Keeping the analysis simple is most often the best way to go up, to go and top down. The best way to go is top down analysis is one of the easiest approaches that I recommend to master if you want to trade the right way. What you have to do now is open your charts and try to practice what you learned in this chapter. Try to identify the market trend using these techniques. It will be a little confusing at the beginning, but with some screen time and practice, you will find it easy to identify the market direction. Mm. All right, so we're just gonna make it easier. And we're gonna say, for instance, we're gonna trade on a 4 hour time frame. So what it says, if you go look at the 4 hour time frame, we have to look at the weekly chart first and then the daily chart. And if the weekly and daily charts analysis align with the 4 hour chart, you could then take your trading decision. All right, so let's go into our charts. Um, all right, so let's just all right, so we're gonna pick this. We already know what's gonna happen, but let's just look at it based off the charts. I mean, based off of the instructions. All right, so the most we always start with the bigger time frame and we look to gather the following information. So on this weekly time frame, we have to identify the most important support and resistance levels. All right, so let's try to find those support and resistance levels. And guys, if you need more information or if you need to go back to the support and resistance. Where we was just talking about that. I think that wasn't too far away from us. All right, support resistance levels. So this use this book. Don't be scared of the book. Use this book, even if you have to go back and see what you have. Use it. So that is my resistance level that I'm gonna use. The reason why I'm using, hold on, because I don't want to confuse you guys. To our next support level. All right, so let me break this down. The reason why I'm using this red line as a resistance is because guys, price broke the previous lower lows here, so it broke it. All right, I know we already have a bit of data already, but when price did go up, it rejected. Yes, we have this, but that was like more of a fake out option. All right. And then she went down some more, rejected, came up, gave us another retest here. All of these is just retesting, letting us know that we are selling. So that's why I have that as a resistance level. Of course, I have this as a resistance level. This is just the top. This is where price kept getting rejected from, and she hasn't got any higher. And this is my expected support level because this is the previous structure before she starts falling. Okay. She was once support here, and this is where she supports. So she broke out. All right. Came back as a retest and it ended as a support level. So that's why I have my support right there because it was once a previous support before. Sorry. All right, so we've identified the most important support and resistance levels. That's on my higher time frame, the weekly time frame. Um, if you could identify them on a weekly chart, you will know what is going to happen when the price approaches these levels on the 4 hour chart. So you decide either to buy or sell or to ignore the signals you get from the market. All right. All right, so now we have okay, so the next thing is the market structure. What is the market doing right now? Okay. Uh-oh. All right, so right now prices, so I have this as a lower high because it's not higher than all the previous highs over here. So lower high, of course, a lower low, it breaks all the previous lows that we have. Lower high because this is lower than this high. All right, lower low because it's lower than this low. Lower high because it's lower than this previous high. And we haven't created a lower low yet. Uh, I probably should have replayed these last two candles, but whatever. All right, so we've identified the important supportive resistance. All right, we got that. Then we've also identified the market structure. We're having lower high, lower lows, meaning that the market is trending down at this current moment. All right, so next is the previous candle. The last candle on the weekly chart is important because it tells us what's happening during the week and it provides us with valuable information about the future market move. All right. So the previous weekly candle is just like a continuance of the bearish version here, but the one before that was a bearish engulfing. Okay, as we can see. Yeah, I know. All right. When you identify these points using the weekly chart, you can now move to the daily chart or the 4 hour chart and try to gather these information such as, all right, so the market condition. So we can move to either the daily or we can move to the 4 hour time frame. All right, the current market condition on the daily time frame is selling. I mean, we going down. I mean, that's clear. All right. What is the market doing on the so the market condition? Oh, we could go to the 4 hour, no matter. Still going down. All right. So the market is trading down. All right. What are the most important key levels of the 4 hour or the daily time frame? So this could be support and resistance or trend lines. We haven't talked about supply and demand, so I don't want us to get confused. Um, so guys, we could easily do a trend line. Excuse me. Or if we want to, we could see I probably need to make this red. Um, and I'm gonna keep that support level just here still. Of course, we know she broke the previous ones, came back, she broke this, came back, retested, and then she went off of it. All right, so on that's on a daily time frame. Let's see, even if we go to the 4 hour, how would that look? All right. The reason I have this red as a resistance levels for the 4 hour, she did break. This is like a fake out. She continued up, but then she broke the structure again for all the previous lows. So I believe she is selling. All right, so we've identified the key levels of the 4 and daily time frame. All right, and then now is our price action signal, a candlestick pattern that will provide you with the signal to buy or short the market. This could be a pin bar, an engulfing bar, or an inside bar. Okay. All right. So this is it already took off, but the icon, I mean not the icon, the candlestick that we could play off of was this here bearish engulfing. Okay. And then I know it's small, But this is also a evening star formation. These three candles here, it closed halfway. All right. Also, the rejection on the wicks is letting us know sellers are still in control. All right. And let's just play it right quick and see. Oh, wait. What happens as she sold? All right. And that's how you do it, guys. Let's see. Will she go all the way down to that previous support? It's going to take some whiles, but let's see if it does. She still get rejected here. And then she reject again. And then she fell. Still making those lower lows. Okay. Lower highs, lower lows. And let's pause. She sold. Now, ideally, now seeing how the market played out on a 4 hour time frame, this would have been a great one because she came back and retest. This is also a evening star. Oh, there go evening star. We have our bearish engulfing, also evening star inside of it as well. Those three candles, but these two right here is the bearish engulfing. And that great entry to sell, and then she sold the hell. All right, with that. And at a short period of time, she did respect our trend line, but then that trend line kept going out like this. And even with that, she still kind of respected it and was still going down until she breaks it. Oh man. All right, so of course we already knew that she was gonna sell, but just going down um the top down analysis and how to actually use it and how to identify those areas, the support and resistance area, the market structure, the market condition, and what price actions that we need to look out for to confirm our analysis. We've seen on a weekly and the daily time frame or on the period Australian dollar, US dollar, or AU, price was going down on a weekly time frame, lower lows and lower highs. We go down to the daily time frame and we see she was still selling. We go to the 4 hour time frame that matched up with our daily and our 4 hour, our daily and our weekly time frames. They were all selling. So back to what the book was saying in the Bible, um it says if the weekly and the daily right here, if a weekly and the daily charts analysis align with the 4 hour chart, you could take your trading decision. So we made that trading decision that we were going to sell, and what did she do? She followed it and then she sold. Okay. All right. So that's all that I have in this video. I know it's kind of lifty, but I did want to um break that down for you guys. Candlestick Trader Bible. If you haven't got it, please go download it. It's a free download on any of your internet browsers. I remember first starting out, I downloaded the book. I printed it out, put it in a folder, did my notations, and I just want to share what I did with you guys so you guys can learn without having to pay hundreds of dollars in some of these companies that don't even teach you. Okay. I ain't showing no shame to none of these companies. That's just real. Cause I started like that, giving out $100 monthly, and I ain't no shit. All right. All right, time frames and top down analysis. So we just completed that, and we're going to follow up with. I need to make that. All right, trader strategies and tactics. All right, it's really kind of like a previous one. That one will be short, and then we're gonna get into the pin bar candlestick patterns and strategies on the next videos, and the trading tactics and how to use it. A Gothic bar candlestick pattern, inside bar candlestick pattern. We're gonna be wrapping it up. We should be done. Depending on, we should be done. No later than the beginning of April. It'd probably be like, I'm gonna be honest. Some of these are like 2, 3 pages long. So it could be both of a video. I mean, combined in a video. Yeah. So, well, we should be done by April. All right. Again, make sure that you guys follow me, Mary the Goddess 22 on all of your social media platforms. MARTHEGODESS, two double twos. Um, yes, I know it's only one D. That's how I want it to be. Also, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, make sure you join the Facebook group, the Goddess Tribe. All of this information will be in the description, along with what? The Amazon link for you. All right, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Um, I'll see you on the next one. This is the beginning of a new year for you guys. Yes, I know my computer says 2023 because I recorded a little bit earlier for you guys. But anyways, this is a new beginning for you guys. Let's not end this year less than how we ended last year. I'm out.